Welcome to myGSPN Live. You're here with your host, Robert Brown.
And Jose Rodriguez.
We've got an exciting show for you. It's a quick show, but we like to touch on some of the things we talked to you about yesterday. Before we start, let's talk a little bit about our sponsor for the show.
Again, guys, this show is brought to you today by GardenGrocer.com. Now, if you're traveling to Walt Disney in Orlando, or just easy, just go to www.gardengrocer.com. Place an order for groceries, snacks, beverages, literally anything that you want to eat while you're on vacation, while saving money and enjoying everything that you want in your local area.
Well, let's get right into it. We talked a little bit about the softball districts yesterday. We had some of the semifinals. Today we'll have some championship games, and most of the championship games will be held tomorrow. So let's dive into it with Class 9A District 2 at Lake Mary. Right now we don't know exactly who will be playing. We still have some of this information coming in from some of our correspondents, but the championship game will be held Friday at 7 p.m. at Lake Mary. So if you can go catch this, it's one of the bigger classifications with the 9A, so it should be an exciting, very, very exciting game.
Yeah, of course. And actually, today, it is a 9A District 3 at West Orange championship, and the game starts tonight at 7 at West Orange. It's going to be Olympia versus West Orange, again, at West Orange.
And West Orange is currently ranked number 9 in our top 15 softball rankings for Central Florida, so we've got a really strong team that you'll be able to go check out. We go to District 4 in the Class 9A, which is at Freedom High School, who is hosting it. We had a great game yesterday versus our number 6 ranked team, Dr. Phillips and Cypress Creek.
Yeah, Dr. Phillips took the W 3-0. Katie Kelly, Hannah Eden, and Jordan Hartman all had RBIs for Dr. Phillips, and that's tallied the 3-0 win against Cypress Creek.
But more importantly, in my opinion, Rachel Trocky, want to try to make sure I say her name right, threw a shutout for Dr. Phillips. So she had an amazing night on the mound, which, if only one of those people get an RBI and help them with the way that she was pitching up there, they still win that game.
Yeah, she had her best up that night. And the cool thing about softball is that it's not like baseball, underarm is a natural onslaught for the arm, so she was not looking tired at all that night. So.
And once she gets going, there's no pitch count. She could keep going and get everybody out.
Exactly. She was just going out there and trying to get the W for her team in such an important game.
Other semifinal game for that district will be Lake Nona, who beat Boone 6-1. This was a very, very impressive game from Lake Nona. We haven't heard much about them. Their competition level this year wasn't, the greatest like Dr. Phillips was, but they're still a strong team, and we'll get to see just how strong they are when they take on Dr. Phillips.
And that's Friday
at 4:30.
At 4:30, also over there at Lake Nona.
Yeah, and that'll be the championship game for that. To go on to the winner of that will go on to regional.
Of course.
We have Class 9A District 5, which is hosted at Osceola. The championship game will be tonight, at 7:30. So if you're in the area and you can get there, please get over there. We have Davenport Ridge Community at our number 12 ranked team, Osceola.
Yeah, the Osceola Cowboys, not only are they good at baseball, football, soccer, also not including them in softball as well. And, they're going to go out there, and actually I think they're my favorite team to win it in this division and in the district as well, District 5. So it's going to be a tough game, and, hopefully something to look at tonight at 7:30.
They're a really, really strong team. And the last district for the Class of 9A is District 6, which is hosted at Timber Creek. Oviedo took on Winter Park in the semifinals, beating them 4-1.
Yeah, Oviedo bought the bats out that night. They had 11 hits, multiple hits contributed by Catherine Buckner, Haley Kingsland, Catherine Sutton, and Catherine Bodanovich. And, Winter Park is now 12-9, but each team has a record above 500. So they both played good games, and it was a left or a right, and both teams performed, but, they had the same, what I'm trying to say is, Rob, that they had the same ability of winning the game, but one just performed at a higher edge than the other.
It was Oviedo's night, so they came out with the win. Winter Park, at 12-9 is a great team.
I agree 100%.
We dropped down to Timber Creek. They beat Orlando University 3-0. Orlando University has, kind of blown up basketball-wise more so, but they have shown that they compete in all sports, especially softball, making it this far, their baseball, everybody. But Timber Creek is a very, very strong team.
Yeah, Timber Creek, you also got to remember, they won the baseball championship a couple years back.
That's true.
In fact, and we can't count them out. If baseball has such a strong program, softball being the sister sport, as you mentioned yesterday, cannot be that far behind as well.
That's true.
So that's just another point to mark down for Timber Creek as well.
And we have Alyssa Velez went for 3 for 3 with the solo home run to be the MVP of this game and lead her team to the championship, which will be Friday night at 7 p.m. It would be Oviedo versus Timber Creek, again at Timber Creek. So if you're in the area, go catch this exciting game. That wraps up 9A, which is the top classification in the state of Florida. We go on to 8A District 3, which is hosted at Lake Minneola. I wanted yesterday for there to be a Lake Minneola East Ridge championship game. We won't get that. East Ridge, our number 3 team on the list, had a fantastic game. They won 13-0 against Gainesville Butte-Holtz. Lake Minneola didn't get to win against
Ocala Forest.
Yeah, it was a 1-0. It was a close game. Wasn't a blowout like that 13-0, but
it was a nail biter.
Yeah.
You know, you wanted your team to win, but at the end, the other one just prevailed, and
Definitely.
things happen. It's sports.
So we have at 7 p.m. at Lake Minneola on Friday another championship game. It'll be East Ridge versus Ocala Forest. I've got East Ridge. I mean, I have to go with them, but them being the number 3rd ranked team in our list, you know, on paper, it seems like they should get this win.
Oh, I agree 100%. East Ridge is really good. Like I said, also in baseball.
Yeah.
And, you know, touche also to Timber Creek, and they're playing great. And
Yeah.
hopefully.
And, you know, after 13 runs yesterday, they might be in a little bit of groove. They might be playing too well right now for Ocala Forest.
I agree.
Class 8A District 9, hosted at Haggerty. We have the championship game, which will be tonight at 7 p.m. We have our number 7 team, Haggerty, which plays host to Winter Spring.
And again, a lot of championship games being played tonight. So if you guys are out there, just, you know, go support your school, you know, and support your ladies, because they've been struggling and playing hard all season for this exact game and this exact moment. So, you know, for your school, the Timber Creeks, the Haggertys, even the Ovitos, go out there and support your schools. They're going to need your support, and that's what maybe going to drive them to get the W tonight.
Definitely. You know, you sacrifice all year to get to this point. I never in high school got to play in a district championship game and never got to advance to regional. So for these young ladies to be able to get there, this may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So go out and support and, you know, just show how big of a fan you are for these schools and show your support to these ladies. We have District 8A, or Class 8A, District 10 at St. Cloud. St. Cloud beat Liberty 10-0 yesterday, which sets up a St. Cloud Windermere championship game tonight at 7 p.m.
Again, a lot of games being played tonight. So, like I said previously, you know, Windermere High School, a new school on the block, you know, making a name for itself. And St. Cloud obviously has been here a while, and we know they're good. And all the sports that they're going to play, they're going to prevail, play out, and, you know, perform how they're supposed to. But just because Windermere High School is a new team and a new school in town,
Don't count them out.
do not count them out. That does not mean that they do not have the talent to perform and even compete with everybody that's
They
in there.
definitely do. With St. Cloud scoring the 10 runs, I think kind of like the East Ridge are playing so well right now.
Yeah.
I've got them winning this next game, but if we come back and there's an upset, it really isn't an upset. You should expect them to play that well.
Yeah, I agree.
We move on to 7A District 5, which is hosted at Deltona. You know, a great group of games that were played. Matanza beat New Smyrna Beach in extra innings, 14, so, you know, almost double the game.
Yeah.
But they got the win 6-3. Deltona will host Seabreeze tonight. Yeah, so we'll get to see, you know, who will be in the championship game. If you can go catch this and get a little early scouting for yourself, championship game will be hosted at Deltona on Friday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, so again, like Rob said, guys, earlier, so pretty much if you guys are on the East Coast, you want to catch and support your high school, and go ahead and do it. These girls work hard, and they're going to need your support. So the best night of the year for the softball team today.
That is definitely true. Hosted at Melbourne, our Class 7A District 6, Vieira beat Sebastian River 16-0. Yeah, that was a thrashing.
If you think that's a blow, wait till the next one.
Melbourne beat Harmony 14-0. So we've got a lot of runs in this championship game on Friday at 7 p.m. Really, all these games are pretty much in the same time zone. So, you know, that 6:30, 7 o'clock on Friday. If you can go catch these games, please go out and support.
Yeah, and Vieira, I think Vieira is going to take this one. You know, Vieira is a big baseball city. Actually, one of the pro teams for the baseball in Major League Baseball actually has a spring training in Vieira, the Washington Nationals, it's an influence to the city.
It is.
The kids playing softball or baseball, either or they, in the springtime they go and watch the pros and do the best thing that they can do.
If you're going with Vieira, I got Melbourne.
Okay, let's take it.
Let's see how that goes. We go to Class 5A District 3, hosted at Umatilla. The championship game will be Friday. It will be Eustis versus South Sumter, again at 7 p.m. Hosted at Lake Highland Prep, Class 5A District 8. Championship game will be Thursday at 4 p.m. Pearson Taylor versus Port Orange Atlantic. So,
and that's tonight. That's actually in a little bit. So if you guys can catch that right now, go ahead and go to downtown Orlando and go have fun with your Lake Highlanders.
Yeah. Class 4A District 3, hosted at the First Academy. Championship game will be tonight, 7 p.m. So you get a little more time to go to that. Trinity Prep will play the powerhouse who, if you watch the show every single day, it seems like we're talking about Montverde, them being dominant in a championship game in some sport. And again, here in softball, they'll be playing in the championship.
And again, it's Montverde, man.
Yeah.
You can't, it's actually kind of funny because, Montverde, they recruit. And that's the bottom line. They recruit in any sport that they play. And even for softball, you got to expect the best. And when they come out, they just perform and win.
We go down to Class 3A District 3. We had some. It's hosted at Cornerstone Charter. Cornerstone actually beat Windermere Prep 11-1.
Wow.
Yeah, they are playing absolutely fantastic ball. Shelby Williams went 2 for 3 with an RBI for Cornerstone. She's doing absolutely fantastic. Faith Christian beat Masters Academy 10-4.